Planning to sell your home? Have you kicked around the idea to do it on your own without a realtor? I have a few pro tips to help you sell your home for sale by owner, or as we like to call it, FSBO. Hey guys, it's Jerilyn with Brighton Living, and I'm a realtor with Preview Properties. I'm sure you were thinking this is a bit strange that I am doing a video offering tips to help you sell your home on your own. And you are probably thinking, what's the catch? The truth is, I get it. I totally understand you are trying to sell on your own and save some money. I want to help you give it your best shot and to sell your home on your own. Before I give you all of this information, make sure you grab my seller's guide in the description below to help you learn more about what to expect. You can also subscribe to my channel to get part 2 of this video series and all of my videos. So the first step to selling your home on your own is to get your home ready. This doesn't mean do high ticket renovations. It means clean it up, declutter. I have another video that goes into detail about getting your home ready to sell, so check that out. Ask for help if you need to so you don't become so stressed and overwhelmed that nothing gets done. I've seen that happen far too many times. Sometimes just a fresh set of eyes in the house will help you see things that you've overlooked on a daily basis. Next, you are going to need to come up with your asking price. This is by far the most challenging step for an owner. Obviously, you want to sell it for the highest price possible. Everybody does. But most people don't, regardless of whether they sell with a realtor or on their own. Pricing is more of an art than a science. It is based on timing and the current market value. If you need to be out in a month, pricing will need to be a little bit more competitive. If you have a year, maybe you can bump the price up a bit. Overpricing is the #1 dream killer of selling a home. Now, this doesn't mean you need to underprice your home and give it away. You simply need to be competitive and understanding of the market that you're in. If you need help, I can always send you a free comparative market analysis. You've probably heard the term, I'm putting my house on the market, or that house will hit the market next Sunday. What that really means is that your home will be put on the MLS, the multiple listing service, and then it will be pushed out to all the many house sale websites such as Zillow, realtor.com, Trulia. What I suggest is if you are going to be a true for sale by owner listing, keep it that way and don't list on the MLS. There are a couple reasons why you shouldn't. So one, if you list on the MLS, you will need to offer a buyer's agent a commission. You are going to have to be willing to work with buyers who have a realtor. Regardless of how smart you think you are or how good of a negotiator you are, you're putting yourself in the position of having to deal with someone who knows a lot more about real estate than you and selling real estate. This could cost you without you even realizing it. The second reason you shouldn't list on the MLS if you are selling on your own is your house will now have a digital record. As soon as you list on the MLS, your house will record the number of days on market. It will show how many times you've listed or relisted or lowered the price. That may not sound that bad, but buyers and agents look at this information and it affects how buyers and agents perceive your home. So remember, you are doing this to get as much money in your pocket as possible. If you try it for a while and it isn't working, then you may want to list with a professional. If you are going to sell on your own, tell me what you know about fair housing. Most people know better than to discriminate nowadays. However, many people aren't entirely aware of the fact that they may be doing something discriminatory when it comes to selling a house. There are a tremendous amount of rules, regulations, laws, acts that are in place that homeowners need to abide by when selling their home. There is just too much to cover in this video, so my suggestion is to head over to HUD.gov and type fair housing into the search bar. It's not the fun kind of reading that you want to do, but it's important if you want to avoid potential lawsuits. The bottom line is this: don't discriminate in any way with anybody. So make sure you know all of the protected classes covered by these laws. Now moving on to the Michigan Seller Disclosure Act. This act requires that the seller provide a written seller's disclosure statement to the prospective buyer before execution of a purchase agreement. This isn't the sexy part of the selling of your home, but it is required. Basically said, disclosures are how you let the buyer know about any problems your house currently has or had and how you remedied the problem. Number one thing to remember is omissions are a lie. Be honest and accurate. This is the first document an attorney or judge will ask for should you get sued. The disclosure law varies from state to state, so make sure you are getting the right information for your state. If you are here in Michigan, just give me a call and I can send you a copy of these forms. So let me recap part 1 of this video series. 1, you've prepped your home for sale. 2, the house is priced right. 3, you may or may not want to put your home on the MLS. 4, you have read about what is fair housing and how important it is. And finally, you have filled out and understand the disclosures that you are going to provide to your potential buyer. I certainly can't give you all of the information in one video or even 2 on how to sell your home by owner. So in part 2, I will talk about how not to overshow your home, dealing with calls from realtors, how to make sure the buyer is qualified, and best practices for negotiation. In the meantime, if you are thinking of selling your home and you have questions, give me a call or email me, and be sure to download my free seller's guide, which you can find down below in the description. Join me on Facebook at Preview Living to keep up on weekly activities, and don't miss my next video by subscribing below. I hope you have heard some valuable tips in this video, and I will see you next time in part 2.